So I want to share with you a story that took place here in our community about maybe a year or two ago. There was a wedding. They were waiting for the photographer. They called the wedding, let's say, around 7:30, and they're waiting for the photographer to come in, start taking the pictures. Then they had the chuppah ceremony, and they're waiting for the photographer, but he's just not showing up. So they're continuing to wait, and they're thinking, okay, this guy's really irresponsible. We told him to be here earlier than everyone else, and everyone's already here, and he's still not here. So everyone's getting nervous, and everyone's starting to talk. Where's the photographer who's going to take the pictures? He's just not professional to take pictures with your camera, with your iPhone. Who's going to take the pictures? Suddenly, 9 o'clock. They're almost done with the chuppah. No photographer. Somebody walks in, runs in the photographer. He has his case, he has his umbrella, he has his cameras. He sets everything up quickly. Everyone's talking behind his back. Everyone can't believe the guy is so late. He just literally ruined his reputation. And he's setting up over there, sweating. Finally, he gets the pictures that he needs. And at the end of the wedding, the family says, listen, we're not going to make a big deal about it. We're not going to say anything. And they just pay him the price that he asked for, and he left. For about 3 months, that guy did not get any business. And he was wondering why. He didn't get why. So about 3 months later, one of his relatives had a wedding, and he said, why don't you hire me to be your photographer? And the relative said, well, everyone knows what happened about 2-3 months ago. He says, what happened? He says, don't you remember 2-3 months ago? There was a wedding, and you were the photographer. You came late. Everyone saw how irresponsible you were. How can we hire you? He says, oh, no. Do you know what happened that night? Now, let's ask ourselves, what can you do to judge this person favorably? And the guy answers his relative. He says, you see, that night, I wasn't supposed to be the photographer. Someone else was. But the other guy was negligent, and he never showed up. And I ended up saving the day. Because I heard that there was a wedding, and I needed a photographer. Somebody called me, so last minute, I just did it as a chesed, as a kindness. And in return, I go from being the hero to a villain. Why? Because people didn't judge me favorably. So when we see something that seems so suspicious, even then, try to judge the person favorably, because you never know what's going on the other side of the story.